Well, I'm 58 years old, and I can truthfully say this is the first time in my life I drive in car with this little emblem. Audi Q5 Quattro. And it has an automatic tranny, and it's all not like there's no movement. It's just like you move it and that's it, like the actual lever does not go, like on old cars in that position. It's just all kind of like tactile. And they asked me if I want satellite radio. I said no, forget it, but at least they give me an easy pass. But they still charge you $3.95 fee for me to use the easy pass on top of the actual toll. And I brought my own little plug-in, so I'm charging my phone. Well, will be charging. And there is a slight smell of smoke. I think somebody smoked in here. But it's a kind of like almost a brand new car. And they gave it to me with empty tank, and she says, well, just return it empty. So I came here and I got 91. This is the radio, and it has a backup camera. Everything is nice, everything works, like where's the mileage? 5,356 miles. Yeah. And if you remember, I had trouble. Oh, I brought my own sanitizer. I remember last time I had trouble finding the lever for the hood. Now check this out. You see, you can see that right sitting. You don't have to crawl under the car and use 20 flashlights. Like, why did they do it like that on a Mercedes, right? You see here? Boom, done. Easy peasy. And I asked the lady, I said, what kind of an engine does it have? She says, I have no idea. But, like I said, I'm not familiar with Audi. But looks like a filter in there, but might be supercharged, I don't know. Probably not. TFSI, whatever heck that means. You guys, you will look it up online, but it's Quattro. Very quiet car, of course, it's brand new. So another SUV again. Pretty much the same, just slightly bigger than that Mercedes I had. See? So these fold down, of course, so well, the trunk is actually not that big. I think it's the same size as in my Challenger. And they did have a Challenger in there, but the Challenger was 3.7 liter. It's all leather. Nice. This is nice. So this is my original one was you see it has its own climate control in the back here. It's all fully automatic. So I don't know, I think the previous renter left this, so I might use it. So that I don't have to keep my phone over there. So this would be cool, as long as it works. And so it's also a push button stuff. Otherwise shift to P, otherwise the car can roll the way. Which P? Oh, there you go. You see, P is here. I was looking for it over here, could not find it, and then I see a message on the screen says shift to P or the car can roll away. All right, parking brake. We can disable it. Now, how do you disable it? Yeah, there's definitely a strong smell of smoke. I hope they punish the guy who smoked in here. All right, in other news, so I had to extend my stay at the hotel. Everything is going up. Last time the hotel was $20 cheaper a night. The car was $20 cheaper. Because I use the same luxury class. Like, they don't tell you which car it is. And last time it was like $55, and I remember the lady said, she says, I don't remember the last time we had such low prices. And I'm like, low? $55 per day, but plus of course there's fees. Like, you know, they wanted to have all these damage waivers, you know, insurance. So basically this car, she shows me like 3 or 4 cars, and she says, okay, you can take, she says, we have 2 Audis, we have a BMW. It was like the same, like SUV. And there was something else, and I said, so these are all luxury class? She says, yeah, but BMW was $90, and Audi, like 2 identical Quattro Q5 were $80. And then of course you add insurance, you add this and that, and it's like $150, you know, for one day. But that's what you get when you're asking for luxury class, right? So, but again, for me, it does not make sense to rent a small car, right? I don't actually need a car. I'm just, you know, I'm tired of sitting at the hotel. I want something to do, and because, you know, my channel, my YouTube channel is about trucks and cars and, you know, occasional photography. Why not try a new vehicle, right? Like I said, I never drove an Audi before, and so it's cool, especially with, you know, automatic transmission. For me, everything is manual, right? My truck is manual, my Challenger is manual, so sometimes actually it's nice to have a automatic, you know. And I'm in New Jersey, right? So I rented the car in the same location where I was. You know, the guys, I went to this Wawa, right? Because the car was empty there was hardly any gas. And the lady says, yeah, there's a Wawa over there. And I'm great, because I know Wawa has great coffee. And so I got coffee, and you have to wear a mask when you go inside, and you cannot pour your own coffee. They have a, you know, screen there, and the guy pours you coffee. Ask you just what do you want. But it's cool that here it's all, you know, it's not self-serve. They pump your gas. And I was looking on the dash for the indicator where my gas tank is on which side. I could not see it, so I parked with the pump to my left, and the guy says, I said, do you guys pump gas or do I do it? And he says, yeah, we do it, no charge. But he says, your gas tank is on the other side. I'm like, sorry. So I had to turn around. First, I went in there and parked to the right of the pump, and then I had to turn around, and actually I stopped where that guy is with the junk dump truck, but with my right side facing the pump. And then as the guy was pumping, I went inside, got the coffee. And you see diesel here is, I don't know if you can see that. So diesel is $2.49, a regular gas is $1.88. And just for the heck of it, I told the guy, give me 91. They even had 93 over here. I'm a big believer in premium gas. And so yeah, so I rented the car from Enterprise in Malton, New Jersey. So I'm just south of Philly. Philadelphia, PA is on the other side, across the river, across the Delaware River. And so yeah, I have a feeling, compared to last time I was here, I have a feeling like things are picking up, you know, like prices are going up. I see more cars on the road, I see more trucks on the road. And actually I see that 73 is right there. There's a bridge in the distance, and it says 73 to New Jersey Turnpike. So I think that's how I can get to Philadelphia. Like, they have lots of parking in there in downtown. I was talking to a friend of mine who lives in Philly, near Philly, and he says, yeah, you can find parking in there. I said, can I go for a walk somewhere where there's people, like, you know, maybe do some photography? He says, yeah, you just go to the city hall. He says city hall and 3-4 blocks in each direction. He says that's where you can find some people maybe, but he says most of the stores are closed. But if you want to go for a walk, he says that's where you can go, and then you can walk to the river because it's right there. But again, he says most parks are closed. And oh, and yeah, and so my part for the trailer arrived Wednesday, but they said the trailer will not be in the shop until today, which is Thursday. And so he says if everything goes right, you'll be able to pick up your trailer Friday. And just to remind everybody, so what they're doing is they're doing that warranty reinforcement of the neck where I had a small crack. So they're going to take care of that small crack at the bottom there, and they're going to install something. We'll do a separate video about that because I have no idea what it is. It's some kind of a custom part that the Fontaine chief engineer decided to make for my trailer. I think it has something to do with the super long neck, but the neck basically duplicates what they have, right? The same 83, 84 inch flip box neck extension. And so I'm not doing anything that Fontaine did not design this trailer for, but clearly when you have such a long neck, it puts a lot of weight, a lot of stress rather, at the bottom of the neck where the neck and the trailer connect. And so that's what that's my understanding. That's what they're doing. Okay. And so yeah, the plan is I'm gonna look on the map, just open my computer and look on the map and see where I can go and where I can park in downtown Philly and just maybe spend half a day in there. And I have to return this car tomorrow at the same time around 9. And and of course today is Friday, so I don't have a load. So maybe that's what I'll do now, just till I drink my coffee, just check the load board. But I did see that, curious load from Quebec to Chicago paying a lot of money, where they required 35 or 36 foot well. And I posted some comments under the community tab in there on YouTube, like my thoughts on all these deck inserts, because the beauty of my trailer is that it's a modular trailer, so everything separates, right? The neck separates, the deck separates, the wheels in the back, or bogies as they call them, separate. So I can change decks. Let's say I win a lottery, so I can buy a different deck, like a beam deck or a drop side rail deck or whatever, or even maybe an extendable deck, and I can put it that one instead of this one, and the trailer will still work fine because it's a modular trailer. So like the trailer itself doesn't care what you have in place of a deck, right? So you can use anything. And similarly, maybe you can even change the bogies, like maybe make like 3 instead of 2. But I never heard about that one. So because the trailer is a 60 ton, so I don't think it's not designed for a tridem in the back. Well, actually, they do have this 60 ton comes in 2 flavors, so to speak. It comes with a tandem, and it comes with a tridem, actually. So they should have those bogies, but it's like, that would be crazy, like 3 axles. That's like, I don't know, 50,000-60,000 bucks probably. Like the axles are much more expensive than the deck. But anyway, I'm telling you this just to illustrate the point that that's why my trailer is much more expensive than the previous 55 ton. The 55 ton drop side rail that I had before, it was not modular, so nothing could be changed. So basically, if you have a drop side rail and you want level deck, you're out of luck. You have to sell the trailer, and that's why I sold that one, because I was doing a lot of small machinery, right? And the drop side rail was interfering with my ability to move small loads or loads with low road clearance. But now that I'm into the 60-ton world, actually I discovered that mostly I do big loads, right? And so yeah, about the deck, so Fontaine makes 5-foot deck insert and 10-foot deck insert, and prices are totally crazy. They want about 13,000 US for the 5-foot insert and about 22,000 for the 10-foot insert. And 10-foot insert, of course, for me, you cannot drive like that, right? Because your deck will be 36, the trailer will be like 200 feet long, you know. But with the 5-foot insert, I can put it in and forget about it, because then the deck is 31 feet, 26 plus 5, 31, which is just slightly longer than normal. So I would be okay driving like that, especially since I have a tandem in the back, right? I can just always, you know, after each loading and unloading, I can just load the booster on the top and flip the neck. And another thing I've been thinking about is still the I didn't talk to anybody about like in detail about installing the mechanism for flipping the neck, because that would be really helpful, so I can just do it myself with the push of a button. I'm talking about the neck extension in the front. But I don't know, I'm always thinking about how to make more money, and I'm going from the everything is based on actually like a load board. I see which way the loads are going, you know, what people want, like looking at the market for demand. And that's how I got into the 60-ton, because I saw that heavy loads were paying okay. They were paying better than lighter loads. So those are my thoughts. All right, so let's forget about trucking for a second and go for a drive and see what's happening in downtown Philly. It's getting hot in here. Maximum. So it has one mode, and then, oh, this is like not automatic, because auto is not underlined, but then it has this. Yeah, okay. But this one, and so yeah, I moved it this way. I like this. I have something similar in my car, which I dearly miss. Okay, so we're ready. So we're gonna be using this on my belt in here with this buckle as I'm walking around, or I can bring this, but this is such a cumbersome, you know, contraption. So this goes in your chest. I might do that one. And it's a bit chilly outside, so I'm in a t-shirt, as you can see, but I also brought my kind of like a t-shirt with longer sleeves. It's actually more like a underwear, but who cares, right? We got our gloves, I got my camera in there. So the plan was just to go and see if I can walk around somewhere, but again, my buddy from Philly says it's all closed. Oh, by the way, so let's see. Where I want to go. Okay, Philadelphia. Downtown is this yellow area. Yeah, this circle is the city hall. And my friend was saying that there's a bunch of parking spaces here, and actually I saw one somewhere here. Oh, here we go. SP plus parking. Limited parking. That's not good. I don't like that. Let's see if we can find something. Like such a fancy car. Oh, okay, there you go. That's what I wanted. I wanted speed in miles per hour. Okay, maybe we can do kilometers. Oh, shows you consumption. Yeah, speed. Now if I could only turn off this thing. This just controls the volume, but I don't want to. That's distracting. Store, scan. See? Like on my Dodge, on the Challenger, there's a button where you can make it black, but here I don't know. Navigation map. You just connect mobile device. I don't want to connect mobile device. Yeah, it gives you this telephone. Yeah, connect. Okay, it allows you to navigation is not supported. Menu, and here if you click menu, it gives you this phone, media, radio, but again it doesn't give you oh, it has this. Okay, hold on. Language English. Okay, measurement units, tooltips, speech. Oh, back. I see. It does not give you an option to turn this off unless. Okay, off, driver select. There you go. Got it. There's a picture of like a panel, and then there's a circle with a like a universal icon for on off. Got it. That's much better. Okay, glass is on. And of course this vehicle is super quiet. I think we're good to go. I found a parking lot. You see, driver, drive select. So parking brake. Or that's how I do it. So when it's in drive, then you can see, now it's on, and now it's off. All right, got it. The loudest thing in the sky is this AC. Wait a second. Again, I see it has also this crazy.
Take the next right onto New Jersey 70 East, then turn right onto Center Boulevard.
It has the same stick as on a Mercedes for cruise control. So I think we are.
Turn right onto Center Boulevard, then turn right onto Old Marlton Pike West. Take the next right onto Old Marlton Pike West.
like the sound of the turn signal.
Continue on Old Marlton Pike West for 1.5 kilometers.
Yes, ma'am. I see. I like that. I like when you see the big numbers for your. Oh, I could have left in here. But how are you supposed to know, right? Okay, so this is all in miles, but and that's why I rented the car. Enterprise. No, yeah, I like this one better than the Mercedes. It's heavier, and you know, it's more comfortable. I think it has more power. So you guys, if anybody's interested in this, just look up the specs. So Quattro, Audi Quattro Q5. But I'll do it myself. I'll post them at the end of the video, if I don't forget. But yeah, the first thing, if this was my car,
400 meters, turn right toward Marlton Pike East, West Route 70.
if this was my car, the first thing to go would be the factory exhaust.
Take the next right toward Marlton Pike East, West Route 70, then turn left onto Marlton Pike East. Turn left onto Marlton Pike East, West Route 70.
And the steering is very light. Oh, look, check this out. It says comfort. And I was wondering about this button here, drive select. Let's see what it does. Auto, dynamic, individual, off-road, comfort. Let's do dynamic. I think dynamic, of course, it should be like sport.
Continue on West Route 70 for 3 kilometers.
Oh yeah, this is much faster. Well, just picks up speed. Dynamic, S, yeah, sport, perfect. Wow, I'm a genius. Yeah, this is a super nice car. I wonder how much it cost. Well, you guys find out, but again, I'm gonna post this. I'm mostly curious about the size of the engine and the horsepower and the torque. But yeah, you see, this is super cool with automatic transmission, and it has pedals in here, so I can shift actually on the steering wheel. And so these two buttons here, you select your style. Like if you wanna, you can do auto or you can do comfort, and that's your transmission, or you can do dynamic, right? So it shifts more aggressively. So you know, on other models it's called sport mode. I had I had like 2 Mazda cars, right? And one of them I think had sport, had automatic transmission, I think. Yeah, and I had the same thing, and I could change gears with the levers, but I tried it, but it's just, I don't know. Okay, where are we going? In 1.7 kilometers, we're turning left, looks like. Yeah, very nice, very quiet, you know. But like I said, yeah, the first thing to go would be the mufflers. But on these ones, like, what else? Everything is covered under the hood, you know. But that's the first 2 things I usually do is the exhaust. Just make it a little bit, you know, individual, just a little bit louder than, not as boring as the factory muffler. And plus, it gives you some extra power. You know, you can pick up 10, 15, maybe 20 horsepower depending on how bad the factory exhaust was. But yeah, this thing picks up speed like effortless, just like that Mercedes. But I like this one better because it's, I don't know, maybe I like the symbol better. Audi Quattro Q5. No, is it Q? I forgot. I already forgot all my German. Alright, 700 meters, we're turning
In 600 meters, keep
on
left to continue on New Jersey 70 West, Marlton Pike East.
70 West. Okay, I see it. Camden Fila. Left 2 lanes.
Keep left to continue on New Jersey 70 West.
70 West, okay. Why are we not going on any toll roads?
In 600 meters, continue straight to stay on New Jersey 70 West, Marlton Pike East. Continue straight to stay on New Jersey 70 West, Marlton Pike East. Continue on New Jersey 70 West for 7 kilometers.
Shoot. It's sending me in all these local roads. So yeah, you see there's cars, right? There's definitely more activity than what was it, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago? I was here. And I really enjoy this, you know, like you rent a car, like, yeah, what's the point of sitting right at the hotel there? You get a car, and then I just I use the Google Maps so that I'm not lost, and just find a destination, any destination, and just program it in, and then I'm driving, I'm checking out the scenery. And my buddy from Philly says, he was telling me the name, I forgot the name of the, some kind of a huge park. He says, they have wildlife, lots of geese. And I'm thinking, no, geese is not wildlife, you know. All they do is just they cover the sidewalks in that ugly stuff that you tend to step in. Wow, this thing, yeah, just picks up speed. The engine is pretty powerful. What is that wind noise? Actually, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I should probably go to the middle lane. But I was waiting for that turn. I thought I was turning left. We'll stay here. I'm a fast little SUV. Just for once I can drive in the left lane. Because when I'm in the truck, I'm always pushed somewhere and nobody cares about me, right? So people always cut me off, you know, show me various parts of the anatomy. I'm talking about fingers through the window. Hey, you stupid slow truck, get off the road, we're driving here. So now just let me find a truck. We're gonna do some gesturing too. I like this. Саша, если смотришь, вот эта машина Audi Quattro Q5. There was a quick note from my car enthusiast brother Alex, who what was it, like a year ago he got himself Skoda SUV, which is now owned by Volkswagen. Subaru. See, people are working. And that's, by the way, one more thing I noticed since my last visit here. I see construction. See, these guys are working on the building. And before it was all dark. And by dark I mean dead. I see construction restarting. That's good, because you know all my work in the truck is directly dependent on construction. I have no work in winter, very little amount of work, but my best revenue months are June, July, August. Of course, if I was driving my truck, I would notice that right away. 13.7, the height of the bridge. You know, that's so many things you have to worry about when you drive a semi truck. It's not even funny. Like when you drive a car, all you gotta do is just keep the distance from the car in front of you, right? Like I said, I'm always amazed how people in a car, lightweight, powerful engine relative to the weight, with automatic transmission, disc brakes all around, no trailer, how they get into accidents. Oh, this is some kind of a, that's what's causing this traffic jam. This is some kind of a funeral procession, because they're all driving with their lights on. But full tank, when I put in the full tank, it shows me 515 miles. So this thing is definitely very good on gas. Like in my Dodge Challenger, 6.4 liter, 45 horsepower.
In 600 meters, continue straight onto Marlton Pike West, West Route 70.
When I put in, when I fill up entirely 100%, like this guy, like when I fill up 100%, it shows me
continue straight onto Marlton Pike West, West Route 70.
Somewhere under 400 kilometers on full tank. And 400 kilometers, that's less than 300 miles. So this thing shows 500 miles.
Use the middle lane to keep left at the fork.
Okay, why did my lights went up?
Use the middle lane to keep left.
Ah, maybe it when I change lanes, maybe it shows something on the screen there.
Use the middle lane to keep left, then use the right 2 lanes to turn slightly right.
Where are we going?
Use the right 2 lanes to turn slightly right. Signs for US 30 West Camden. Then use any lane to take the ramp to US 30 West.
That's what we're doing over here.
Use any lane to take the ramp to US 30 West.
suspension. I like the suspension in this one compared to the Mercedes. All right, speed limit 45. I see. I think as soon as somebody's passing me, I see that light. What is that? You see? Again, somebody's passing me. There's a light on my mirror. Let's see what happens if I turn it back on. The display. All right. You see 13.2, 13.4, 13.5. So you really can get into trouble here in a semi truck. Yeah, over here nothing. So the guy just passed me. Nothing. I don't know what that is, but I saw on some newer Toyotas and Hondas. They have a camera built in, and when the guy, as soon as he turns on his turn signal, the display shows his right side. If he's turning right, if he's using the left signal, it shows him the view on the left. Like, very handy. All right, so finally we're coming to a toll. Well, let's test our Easy Pass. It's open. See, it's in the open position. If you don't want to use it, you can flip it. Okay, Ben Franklin Bridge. Use caution. Cash. I don't need cash. Toll cars. $5.
600 meters. Merge onto I-676 West, US 30 West.
Okay, no truck buses left for toll lanes. Cash only. Oh, wait a second. I need to go here.
Continue on I-676 West for 3 kilometers.
Okay, 5 miles. 5 miles. Come on. Speed limit 35. What? And one thing I learned is that as a driver is that it's always good to let people pass you, you know? When you're going through a low speed zone, let people pass you, you know? Because if there's a cop somewhere, they will stop them, but of course there's a lineup behind me. Like, I don't know, what do you guys want? I'm at 40. Like, what's the rush? But people are passing me on both sides. That's not good.
Welcome to Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so bye-bye New Jersey. And I'll always say, like, these guys, they have a roll-up door, and it's a day cab truck. right? So it's a city, it's a local truck, so these guys don't care about rules. Okay, which way are we going here? We're turning left somewhere here. Just in case, we're gonna go here.
In 600 meters, turn left onto North 8th Street. Signs for Chinatown.
Chinatown. That's cool. Yeah, I see it. See, I was right.
Turn left onto North 8th Street. Signs for Chinatown. Continue on North 8th Street for 800 meters.
Alright, we're somewhat close. We are 1.1 kilometer away. And it has the auto mode for lights. So you see, as soon as I went under the bridge, everything is nicely illuminated, and my headlights are on. Okay, now we gotta find our parking spot. So we're going south, away from 676. See, there's a girl walking the dog. I don't think she has the mask on. Oh, the guy walking on the street has a scarf. All right. Okay, there's a sign for parking over there. Parking. Super narrow over here. Oh, check this out. This is something interesting.
In 200 meters, continue straight onto South 8th Street.
Oh, this is parking here.
Continue straight onto South 8th Street.
It's pretty big. Here's
In
the
200
parking.
meters, turn right onto Walnut Street.
Oh, I better go. Yeah, I see there's lots of parking, but I want to go to what I found, you know.
Turn right onto Walnut Street, then your destination will be on the left.
car parking. Oh, okay, so I think I'm going here.
Your destination is on the left.
Parkway, what is this? I think we can park here. Take ticket here. No cash accepted. Accept. Okay. Press here. Alright, where do we park? So they give you the ticket to park, but there's nowhere to park.
What do we want? Hazard pay. What do we want? Now. What do we want? Safety on the job. What do we want? Now. What do we want? Safety on the job. What do we want? Now. This is a life or death situation. The company must take our concerns.
Yeah, I'm back in my car. Just, I don't know, its parking was what, like about $30 after 2 hours. And so, and everybody's wearing masks, and I made a mistake of buying coffee. I'm not sure what I was thinking. Like, I don't know, everybody's on the street.
3 kilometers, use the left 2 lanes to take the 30 east, 676 south exit toward Route 1 and 3038.
Yeah, everybody's wearing masks on the street. Like maybe 2 people out of 100 did not have masks. And you know, you feel kind of like, I cannot just walk around and drink coffee with a mask on. It does not work. I'm not sure why, but so I would stop when there's no people within like 50 meters, lower the mask, take a sip, then put the mask back on. So because of that, I hardly took any pictures. Maybe I took 1 picture. I was trying to do some street photography, but you know, it's kind of weird, like a war zone, you know. And I think I just took a couple of shots of that
Welcome to New Jersey.
big, you know, what they call it, city hall. So basically that's it. I'm going back across the river. Oh, and the worst part is I was hungry, right? And because I left my car at the parking lot, like, where do you eat? Like, I see everybody's, you know, places are open, right? So you can take out food, but if you don't have a car and you don't have an office, like, there's nowhere to eat. And so I said, that's it. It's already, I don't know what time it is. Where's my time? Oh, 12 o'clock.
In 600 meters, use the left 2 lanes to take the 30 east, 676 south exit toward Route 1 and 3038.
And so I got hungry and I said, that's it. I'm going back, because at least, you know, when I have my car. Why do we have 20 miles per hour speed zone here? Okay, left 2 lanes.
Use the left 2 lanes to take the 30 east exit.
Left 2 lanes.
Continue for 3 kilometers.
Okay. Yeah, and then, you know, when you pay, and so I got hungry, right? And then when you pay, the guy says, are you leaving now? So I paid at the machine. And then, of course, you cannot sit in your car too long, because then it'll ask you for more money, right? And so I could not think of, like, quickly which address to put in, so I just put Malton. No, we're entering Camden now. I put Malton, where I know Enterprise Rent-A-Car, where I got the car, was in Malton. So I'm like, all right, give me Malton, New Jersey. And Google Maps did not let me down. Wow, I love this car, I'm telling you. Oh, and what's cool thing is that when you all right, which way are we going? We're going south. Oh, Speedway. Hold on. I can stop here for a second to catch my breath.
In 100 meters, merge onto US 30 East, Admiral Wilson Boulevard.
Yeah, I need to find.
In 100 meters, merge onto US 30.
I need to find Panera Bread. Panera Bread near. Come on. Near me. Let's see which one is closest. Oh, open. So I don't want to go. There's this one closer. This one is a bit further down. Yeah, probably this one is better. Cherry Hill. Cheesecake Factory is right there. It's a no-brainer. .8 kilometers.
Head south toward Admiral Wilson Boulevard.
Okay, yes ma'am. Oh yeah, what I wanted to say is that oh, diesel, check this out. Diesel is 231 over here. No, Audi,
In
you know,
300 feet, merge onto US 30 East, Admiral Wilson Boulevard.
you know, in Russia we would say, we have a saying, это вещь. You know, we would say Audi, это вещь.
Continue on US 30 East for 1 mile.
Check this out. It's like a police car, like a police interceptor. I don't know what these German engineers, you know, they know what they're doing. All right, so 1.3, 1.2 kilometers. We are going left. I don't like that sound. I think my maybe my roof is open or something. All right, 30 east.
In a quarter mile, use the second from the left lane to continue on US 30 East.
All right,
Use the second from the left lane to continue on US 30 East. Then use the middle lane to take the New Jersey 38 East ramp.
middle lane. There we go.
Use the middle lane to take the New Jersey 38 East ramp.
30 east, 38 east. All right.
In a quarter mile, use the right 2 lanes to take the New Jersey 70 East ramp to Cherry Hill. Use the right 2 lanes to take the New Jersey 70 East ramp.
All right, 2.9 kilometers. We're going left on Garden State Parkway. Garden State Road, I think. Oh, Boulevard. Garden State. So the weather's good, as you can see. Entering Cherry Hill. Entering township of Cherry Hill. Yeah, this one is definitely worth 80 bucks. You know, beautiful vehicle. can even live with a quiet exhaust. Alright, we are 4 minutes away from 1.2 kilometers. Oh, so it's...
In a quarter mile, use the second from the left lane to turn left onto Garden State Boulevard.
It's probably inside this mall. Oh, I think I was here before. Okay. Yeah, so we're turning left over here. And that goes inside.
Use the second from the left lane to turn left onto Garden State Boulevard, then turn right.
Roger that. Yeah, I like this place. That's where I there's a Best Buy in there, and that's why I bought that HDMI to USB-C cable. Actually, and that one works perfect. So now, you know, when I watch Netflix and I'm at the hotel, and the hotel has a free Wi-Fi, so I just hook up the cable to my computer and I watch Netflix on the TV. Like, the TV in my room is not too big. It's just, what, I don't know, 40, maybe 36 inches. Not, I wish it was a bit bigger, but it's definitely nicer. So how do we... No, I think it's closed. I can feel the glass in there, but there's definitely some wind. Yeah, I switched to comfort. My drive mode from dynamic to comfort because I'm going inside the mall. There's no reason to be dynamic over there. And this thing has the same start and stop. Basically, when you are stopped at the intersection, it stops the engine. Yeah, I was here, so now I even remember where the Panera Bread is. So that's the Best Buy where I bought the cable, and the Panera Bread was across the street. Starbucks is now open. Yeah, like I said, I see like more and more signs that the economy is restarting. And no cars in front of the Best Buy, so they still have the same deal where you come to the door, you tell them what you need, and then they bring it out for you. Yeah, so that's Panera Bread. Where? In the corner there. Oh, okay, over here. All right, let me go grab the food. Last time I think I stopped over there, away from everybody. Near the grass, had my lunch. And so yeah, it's the same deal basically. You go inside, you order, and then they bring the food out to the counter. I think last time I was able to wait inside. I'm not sure what the policy now is. Well, it took maybe 10 minutes to get my food. So they package it like this, and I was so hungry I forgot to ask him to give me an apple instead of these chips, and then they gave me this baguette, but mostly I always order the same thing. Whenever I go to Panera, I love that avocado and turkey BLT. This time I got the full sandwich, and I got, again, the same thing I ordered last time. This is a Greek salad with no cheese. I don't know, I love Panera bread. Thanks for watching.